Okay, so here we have a very special book. It was not written by me, it was written, as you can see, by Billy Medicine. I can recount to you what this is about without even reading the blurb because it's so personal to me. But Billy was a kid I went to school with who became vaguely obsessed with me, I suppose you could say, and obsessed with taking revenge upon me. It was very strange. He was a kid who wasn't really gelling in the school that we were both in. He just transferred from a different school to our school, and he wasn't making friends. And some girls said to me, you should probably talk to him because he's not making friends. So I did talk to him, but then he contacted me on MSN in the evenings, like the messenger thing that we used to be on back then. And the conversations got a bit strange, so I backed off from talking to him, but he didn't like that I cut contact with him and then tried to take revenge on me, basically. That's all detailed in the book. I won't spoiler it, I suppose, but it was a strange lesson for me. It was like, okay, fair enough, I did go out of my way to talk to a new strange kid at school who was struggling to fit in, and that we should try and do those things. But in doing so, you might be taking on more than you've realized or are able to back up. Or if you think that you're just going to do it once and get the credit and then move on with your life, you might be doing more harm than good if that's what you're going to end up doing. I don't think I knew any of that then, certainly, or I would have gone about it differently. I certainly regret how everything went back then. But I found his diaries from that time and edited them into this book. I was very thankful to get the opportunity to do that. And so here in this book, we get to see what he was thinking at the time about me and how I behaved and his obsessions towards me, where they came from and what, you know, it's very difficult to explain. I suppose it was very cathartic for me putting this together, but I also regret that this book exists. I wish things had gone differently. I wish I'd behaved differently. I wish I'd been kinder. I wish I'd been braver to make friends with somebody who was a bit odd. But then also, to be fair to me, I mean, like, he had transferred from another school where probably he'd pissed off a lot of people, speculating now. So he transferred to our school, and then he had several weird interactions with me, and then both of us changed schools again. That's the thing, we both changed schools again. So he went to 3 different schools in 3 different years, where I suspect he'd made everyone feel very uncomfortable. So he was a particularly difficult case. I suppose I still don't really know what to do with all of that, but this is kind of a chronicle of that period and everything that transpired. Maybe you can make sense out of it. I don't know. I really think this is a very special book, and I'm very proud to be able to present it to you. And I bet you had similar experiences at school, and maybe I hope this is something you can relate to, and that we can start conversations about these types of people. So yeah, very particular, interesting book, and I hope you will check it out. Oh, let me read the blurb anyway, because then you can, just for completion, in case there's anything I missed. How does friendship become obsession? Why need any romantic love be forbidden? Does there exist a sound more seductive than the reedy bray of a saxophone solo? All these questions or more are posed by the diaries, emails, and notebook scraps of Billy Medicine, finally made available by an object of Billy's obsessions, Leo X Robertson. Billy is a lonely young man whose typical teen angst snowballs from mischievous trickery into the saxophone-related murders of 2 innocent men. The creation of this stranger-than-fiction narrative was as much Leo's personal journey to discover what it was about him that had so unbalanced a disturbed soul, how much of the fallout he was personally accountable for, and how it was that Billy's unwanted persecution led Leo straight into the arms of his soulmate. Now, for the first time ever, read Billy's side of the story. Yeah, so, God, an intense one. I'm going to put it down now. But if this is an experience you think that is valuable to you, this book is available now.